Next Level Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. Let's talk about the fact that you are becoming enlightened. I want to share my experience on that, demystify the whole thing about enlightenment and share what that means to me. Watch this all the way through because I'm going to be sharing some extra tips, PowerPoints, spiritual principles that have changed my life. You do not want to miss this one. Let's get into it. Enlightenment. What does that really mean? A lot of people are beginning to wake up to new levels of spirituality. And I want to share my level on what that enlightenment really means. You are becoming enlightened. This is how you'll know. This video has been brought to us by Amazon, but we'll talk about them a little later. So the first way you'll know you are becoming enlightened is when you see yourself free enough to pick up other books other than the Bible. I remember when I was growing up, I was not able to step out of that religious state where I couldn't accept the fact that other books have value. When you see that other writings, other sacred writings have value with them and you're able to pick them up outside of the Bible, you're becoming enlightened. Matter of fact, I remember when I first picked up a book called The Tao Te Ching. I remember reading that, the Chinese language and the ancient Buddhist and principles on that level. I remember picking that book up. I remember a book saying The Lost Teachings of Jesus. Different books like that. They were no longer a fearful state for me to pick those things up. There was a time in my life where I was just not free enough to step outside of that religious state and explore other writings. So when you find yourself able to step outside of other books other than the Bible, see that they have value, receive that knowledge from them, that's one way you'll know you are becoming enlightened. And so the question is, what is enlightenment? What does that really mean? We're going to get more into that in a minute. The second way you'll know you are becoming enlightened is because you will no longer feel cursed by not following all of the rules, all the regulations, and all the different things that have been put on us to have control over us. You will become free. That's when you are becoming enlightened. That's one of the signs that will let you know you are becoming enlightened to another level. You're beginning to wake up to a new level. So think about that. Think about that in your life. What's some of the things that you used to feel cursed about? Matter of fact, I used to feel the same way. I used to feel the same way when it came to my giving. There are some who are very religious, strict to the tithe, and there's others who just simply give from their heart. And I used to feel cursed because I wasn't following a certain religious tradition. Whether you tithe, whether you give in that way, that's up to you. There's some of us who tithe, and there's some of us who simply give from our heart. Either way, when you feel that you are free from that curse, when you no longer feel cursed by following certain rules and regulations, you're beginning to wake up. You are becoming enlightened to a whole nother level of understanding. Knowledge being that fact. You have the knowledge that you are able to do what's on your heart. You are doing what's best for you. So when you no longer feel cursed, that's when you're waking up. That's when you are becoming enlightened. In my life, when I began to realize that I didn't have to feel cursed by not following all the rules. The only rule is that golden rule, which says to do unto others as I would have them to do unto me. So when you can break free from that, you no longer feel cursed. That's when you know you're becoming enlightened. That's when you know you're waking up to a whole nother level. If you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. We want to take things to every level in every area of our lives. Now, before I give you number 3, gotta show some love for all my family, all my subscribers, even those of you who are viewing right now, taking the time. Thank you, I appreciate that. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, hit that subscribe button, join the family. So the third way you'll know you are becoming enlightened is when you begin to drop all your beliefs and your doubts and you begin to pick up spiritual facts. I remember in my life, I began to think about the things that I believed. And I didn't want to believe anymore. I wanted to get to the point where I know what's right for me, know the facts for myself. So when you find yourself dropping those things that you used to think were true, dropping those false beliefs in favor of what you know as facts, spiritual facts, that's when you know you are beginning to wake up. That's when you know you are becoming enlightened, on your way to the next level in your life. I've got some extra PowerPoints I want to share, some spiritual principles that have changed my life. But first, if you've enjoyed this so far, hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let others know this video, this video. It'll let them know it's worth watching if you hit that like button. So now the first extra PowerPoint that I want to share with you when it comes to being enlightened, because the question was asked, what is enlightenment? What does it really mean to become enlightened? And I want to demystify that whole situation. What enlightenment really means is just having knowledge and understanding. And in my life, I've learned that when we have knowledge, blending that knowledge with wisdom through our experience, that's what gives us the understanding. Demystify the whole thing. All enlightenment really is is just knowing the facts, gaining the experience through that wisdom, getting an understanding, being able to see the whole picture. And this next point that I want to share with you is about enlightenment in general. I speak about it in my book. In fact, there's a chapter that says enlightenment on the next level. And I write in there, I'm referring to spiritual enlightenment on what is known as the mystic path. And I go deeper into that with my book, Still Destined for Greatness, which reminds me of our sponsor, Amazon. They actually host all my books. And they also host my brand new single, Nobody. The books are right there. So check out the links in the description for Amazon. I know you'll find something there to meet you right where you are. So a huge shout out to Amazon. Check them out with the links in the description. This point that I want to share with you deals with the fact of spirituality. When we talk about spirituality and we talk about enlightenment, we need to remember that everyone is exactly where they need to be. There are certain levels of spirituality when it comes to this spiritual life. I want to share this video right here. I think it will be a great video for you to watch next, talking about 3 levels of spirituality. So check out that video. See me over there. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.